Well, I saw Bronny won the what's it called tournament, the Call of Duty tournament.
Oh, I thought you were about to tell me some hoop shit.
No.
So let's go, Bronny. Jaylen Brown's fucking. Let's beat the accusations, bro.
Bronny won that tournament to start things.
Well, Bronny beat the accusations.
But yeah, I actually do want to just briefly touch on that just for a second.
All right.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the All Day Everyday Show with All Day AJ and Manu Ruffin. Check out the new All Day Golf video that dropped on July 15th on our YouTube. You can subscribe to that new golf channel as well, All Day Golf on YouTube. It is also on the main channel as well. Glad to have you guys here. Another fun show. Keeping it more tailored towards the NFL. Don't want to show Manny too much on our draft. We are doing a fantasy draft today, including the defensive positions as well as the offense. Just going right down the list. So we'll get to all that. That's going to be some fun things. Saw the division parlay from last week's episode. Okay. Briefly before getting into any of that, I do want to just, for a quick second, just touch on Bronny because, 0-14 from 3 to start. He's getting all this hate. 19 years old. The one thing I would say about Bronny is, the kid's 19 years old. Just let him play basketball. I understand this. And, if you want to go back, I'm not comparing this to the same amount of hype that it is of LeBron James' son playing. But, let's remember when Jackson Holiday came up for those 10 games. He went 2 of 34 with 18 strikeouts. And he got all that noise, and everyone was like, he's not ready. And then he went down to AAA, banged up a little bit, and now no one's talking about him. You're not hearing about him. Everybody shut up from that. Why can't we just let the kid play? He's going to probably go to the G League, right? He can play a couple games with LeBron.
Maybe. Jaylen Brown, that coach, said he's going to be with the Lakers because of his name.
That's what everyone's saying. He'll come in, check in, have the little moment, and then he'll go down and develop in the G League. Makes sense.
Do you think Bronny will beat the allegations?
I think he will, but that's just something that he's going to have to deal with mentally. I mean, the kid's 19 years old getting, I'm not saying that he wasn't getting all of this, any hype at all when he was at USC, because he still was, because, again, it's Bronny James. But, now he's in, the biggest spotlight that he's ever been in. Everybody's talking about him. Everyone's seeing exactly what he's doing. And everybody is so quick to have their own opinion about it.
Yeah. I saw someone tweet that Bronny's 3 years away from being 3 years away, which means he'll be, ready to be, a pro when he's 25, which I'd be fine with that, bro. If teams are willing to give him chances for 6 years, obviously, with his dad, I think he'll be able to get enough good film in these 2 years to where, I mean, obviously, people are going to know he's going to get a fair shot, but I don't think he's going to be as much G League as people think. I think he's going to legit get enough, at least enough burn in some regular season games with the Lakers to get some film to see people see him play in the NBA setting. I think he might be okay. I understand what Jaylen Brown was saying, though. And I think, I was telling you before the show, I think a lot of people who taking a Jaylen Brown path probably feel the same. Jimmy Butler might not have said it, but imagine someone who's taking Jimmy Butler's path. You know what I mean? Faxing your fucking letter of intent at McDonald's and shit like that. You probably don't think Bronny's a pro. I'm cool with that. I think it's also great for, I want to see Bron back up his son. He might take a front to that, bro. Fuck that. Bronny might take a front to that. We might see what Bronny's really made of. So I kind of, I don't want to say I like it, but you know how in some instances a lot of players can start we do talk about pandering, you know what I mean, and people not sharing their full opinion, oh no, Bronny's fine, and I kind of like the player, nah bro, we don't think he's a pro, and that's what this shit's all about, bro. So we'll see how it shakes out. I think Bronny we'll lock back in when he's 23. I think.
Well, Woj was on ESPN.
I don't think before he can drink, I don't think it'll be too much of an impact before he can legally drink. That's my take.
21.
Yeah.
Well, Woj was on ESPN and he was talking about the business side and saying even though he's going to be primarily a G League player to start things out, his quote was, on the business side, that's attractive to a lot of other teams because he can fill G League arenas. They want to go see him play. Merchandise sales is going to be crazy for G League too. Even though that's
Caitlin Clark
a
effect,
little
baby.
bit, that's what I was going to say. Even though it's a little bit, of a dig and a little bit disrespectful, it kind of is the truth.
I think it's disrespectful, bro. I think it's yeah, it is what it is, bro. People want to see you play. Not every 19-year-old is going to start on a fucking team, bro. But people are people.
The fact that I find it hard to believe that, guys like Jaylen Brown last night saying on Twitter, or, the tweet came out of that video of him saying that he's not ready to be a pro and he's not a pro. Even though, one of the things he said back, and a lot of people are saying this too, in the media, that he's just going to play on the Lakers because of his name, because of his dad. He's going to be there all year long. I find that extremely hard to believe.
Why?
Because he would be a liability as an extra guy on the court. He can't score.
What if he just doesn't play? What if he suits up every night and just doesn't play?
Well, he's going to go.
You know what I mean? Like the Knicks have like 3 of those guys. Like, every team has like 3 of those guys.
In terms of being able to develop, like get him in the G League so he's playing and he's able to, get that in-game action.
Some people will say though, practicing with the pros is better than. I mean, it's just like in some and like you never know, bro. Like I'm they might be trying to protect him too. Like fuck, bro. We put him out in the G League and he's like starting and doing. He might get exposed. Like what if we just like let him practice with us, sit him on the bench, come in garbage time, no pressure. Like that's kind of. I feel like because LeBron's there, I kind of think he wants his son like under his wing. Like first 2 years you're with me, talk to me, whatever. I'm right here with you, and then after that, if they want to send you to the G League, if they want if you're not. Live up to expectations by the time I leave, then fuck it. But I think the first couple years, I think LeBron's going to try to protect him a little bit or just keep him with him because I feel like that'd be the best way for him to learn. Although he's done well on his own, I'm just saying the fact that his dad's fucking there and it's LeBron James, bro, like come soak it up with me. Let me show you the ropes. Let me show you how to be a pro. I think they're going to do that. But I mean, he might have a G League. There are other, I'm trying to think. Because I think pretty sure Sixers have a couple like G League players that play G League and they come up and sit on the bench. Like it's kind of like a swing thing, JV varsity back in the day in high school. So I think he might be doing something like that too. Where like if the G League, if the game's at home, you feel me, and the G League game's at home, like play the G League game, then come sit for the pro game. I think he might do some shit like that too. But I feel like LeBron's gonna try to protect him. I think he's gonna get sent to the Wolves after he leaves, but the first 2 years I think it's gonna be a little bit of a, you know what I mean, bubble around the kid. Try to let him figure it out. At least I hope so.
I mean, I understand the point of getting him to be with LeBron, but maybe he does just stay on the bench. Checks in a couple of times.
There's so many players that just don't, people don't know that just literally have not maybe played like 40 total minutes the entire year because they just literally play garbage time in practice because they probably see something in them and they don't want to send them down to G League.
Archie Diacono is like that.
Yes, exactly. Like there's so many players like that. So I think he'll be something like that. We'll see though. I mean, good luck to Bronny. Basketball got me thinking. Like I started thinking about John Morant and shit. I gotta lock back in.
Yeah, I just like. I don't want to. I'm tired of seeing all the hate because he's 19 years old and he's getting so much.
People are just sad.
Awful attention for this. Like, if it was any other, player in his position, they wouldn't be getting this much attention.
He's just getting hate because his dad's just a very, very, very legend. Very, 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 very much legend. He can do some shit like this. Like I don't really.
I just say just let him figure it out. Let him do him. Let him play. Like you're making it harder on him as it is enough. It's already hard enough. It's already tough. Like
it's not his fault, bro. His dad's just that good.
All right, over to the draft. 11 personnel on the offense. I don't want to show you too much there. You probably just saw the quarterback.
I didn't look.
Okay. Okay, we'll just start down the list here.
Start on offense?
Start on offense.
All right, so we're in 11 personnel, boys. If y'all don't know, it's 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 running back. We didn't talk about who's getting first pick.
You can get first pick.
I don't think we do it like that. I mean, that's bogus. We need to like flip a coin or something, bro.
Okay, well, tell Siri to flip the coin.
Nah, do it on there, bro. I like that better.
What, like just type it in right here?
Yeah, Siri. Remember Siri last time? I don't like that, bro. Do heads or tails. Yeah, flip a coin. I got heads.
Okay, I'll take tails.
It's almost
tails.
Whatever, bro. I'm pretty sure I know. Like, are you just taking Burrow? I'm pretty sure you're taking Burrow, right?
No, I'm actually taking Lamar Jackson.
Oh, okay. Oh, this guy is off a beam.
I didn't want to take Mahomes.
First pick, you took Lamar?
Yeah, because here's the deal. I don't want to be so chalky and just take Mahomes. Like,
all right, cool.
That's what I said.
That's cool.
My offense is kind of chalky, but I don't want to be like,
Nah. If you put the right people around Lamar, this could be very, 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 very scary. But I'm just gonna take Pat, bro, because why the fuck not?
That's what I mean. I didn't want to do that.
Understandable.
All right.
All right, so you got Pat. So you got Lamar QB. I got Pat.
And then we're gonna go CMC, obviously.
Fuck.
It just makes the most sense.
Yeah, like I knew you were gonna do that too, but I had a feeling you were gonna do some weird shit. And see, now that puts me in a weird spot. God.
I had to take CMC there.
Nah, good shit, bro.
I mean, I got him on a lot of my teams too. He's on my dynasty team.
This might sound crazy off the injury, but still give me Nick Chubb at running back.
Okay.
I was deciding between Nick Chubb, Brees. It was Nick Chubb, Brees, or Saquon for real. Like I was gonna go Saquon, but I think Nick Chubb up there. I saw him squatting 540 fucking pounds. I don't know if you saw that with a fucking knee brace on. Like I think he might be back and getting some shit in blood. Let me get Nick Chubb at the running back. I'm cool with that.
All right. I don't know if I put these in order.
What, wide receiver?
Yeah. All right. I did. Justin Jefferson.
Fuck yeah.
This makes sense.
Yeah, fuck.
Now,
Like now I had to go to the fucking notes.
but a little bit worrisome though, because JJ McCarthy, like we know the ball's gonna get to Justin Jefferson. Can JJ be the guy to get it to him? We're gonna see. Is it a little bit of a shaky pick with
how's it just the best wide receiver in the league? What are you talking about?
But
this,
I mean,
this isn't fantasy football, bro. This is just like fantasy draft. Like, what if we're just loading up on Madden? That's just what I'm thinking of it as.
yeah, okay.
That's like, yeah, bro. I don't think we can go wrong there. Now, this is where I genuinely believe this. Before y'all fuckers start saying something, my wide receiver one, I'm going AJ Brown, and I genuinely believe that. I'll take the size over Jamar. I like him over CD.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get a steal for the next one, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it, depending on who you pick. And I'm trying to get a steal for the next pick.
I think I know who you're gonna take in the next pick, and I could take him here, but I'm just going off the list that I already made, and it's in this order that it is, and that's CeeDee Lamb. So I'm gonna take him.
Okay. So we got Lamar Jackson over Pat Mahomes, and we have CeeDee Lamb over my next pick, Tyreek Hill.
Which
you might be tweaked.
That's who my third one was. This is, but again, I'm just going in the order that I already made it. Like I'm not changing based on how the order went. You know, I wrote it that way, so there it is.
I like that. I like that. You already made your mind up.
I already made my mind up. I can't go changing now.
I fuck with that. All right, wait. So let's go. So you have Lamar Jackson at quarterback, CMC running back, Justin Jefferson wide receiver 1, CeeDee Lamb wide receiver 2. I have Pat Mahomes, Nick Chubb, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, so this is where
it's a little bit of a fucking.
Right.
I mean, I already like me over.
You know, you could go.
Whoever your defense is.
Could go Jamar Chase here. Could go Devontae Adams here.
Is it me?
No, it's me.
I know.
Because you just went Tyreek. Could go St. Brown here.
Oh, I'm doing something so sneaky and so like.
Like I really want to take. I'm gonna take Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Fucking God, bro.
So that's my third wide receiver. Let's type that in.
Like, bro, why do you do things like this, bro? Like, why are you just picking Amon-Ra? Like, why? Like, why are you just doing that?
What? Is that
yes, like in my slot, bro. That's cool though.
Don't look at the bottom. Don't look at the bottom.
Nah, I'm not even paying attention for real.
That's cool. So you took Amon-Ra. Let me look at my list, bro. Because actually, no. Let me just. Now this might be a little bit of a reach. There are a lot of guys out there. Oh my God, Jamar Chase. Like I feel like Jamar Chase in your slot's just OP, bro. Yeah, I gotta go Jamar Chase. I really wanted to do Cooper Kupp though. Like if you took Jamar Chase, I really wanted to do Cooper Kupp. I was thinking about it, like literally just now thinking about it. I'm like, damn, Cooper Kupp in the slot, off the injury, back healthy. But I'll take Jamar, bro. Like it's just too much of a no-brainer.
Okay. Simple. You know what it's gonna be, tight end.
Really?
Travis Kelce. You know what it's gonna be.
Yeah, and you did it to me. See, now I'm at a crossroads.
So you're probably gonna go Andrews here, right? I mean, that makes sense. What else are you gonna do in that situation?
You know what I was thinking? I was thinking Kyle Pitts. But like that might be crazy. I actually think Kyle Pitts is in for like the.
You know what's also
the
a sleeper?
stock's about to go up, bro.
Hold on a second. Dalton Kincaid's a sleeper too.
No, Dalton Kincaid's 100%.
For fantasy, not in terms of player,
if we did
fantasy.
the draft, if we did like division drafts or conference drafts, Dalton Kincaid would be up there. I'm gonna have to pick Mark Andrews, but Kyle Pitts, I was almost going to do it, bro. So I feel like you and his offense would go crazy.
But just back to the Dalton Kincaid point, like not sleeper in terms of the player that he is, but losing some receivers. It's Keon Coleman, Khalil Shakir is there, and then. Like Dalton Kincaid and Dawson Knox. Like, those are your guys that...
I mean, Dalton Kincaid's probably going to be the leading receiver.
That's what I mean, 100%. Like, great fantasy pick this year.
Absolutely.
I'm going to be looking out for him in my drafts this year.
Game.
100%. Okay, O-line.
You fucking...
So you can argue that you can pick the Detroit Lions offensive line over the Eagles.
That was my number 2. No, Eagles is number 1 in my opinion.
With Jason Kelce, like, and the move that's happening, you can put the Lions above them, but... I'm just going based off, like I've been saying over and over, especially with Saquon going to the Eagles, and before he was there. Oh, I kept saying for the past 2 years, I wonder what Saquon Barkley could do in front of that Eagles offensive line instead of the Giants offensive line. As a Giants fan saying that. So like I have to go back to my roots. I've stuck with that by saying that same exact quote for 2 years. Eagles have the best offensive line in the league. It didn't show like to that exact point last year late in the year. But at the end of the year, it didn't really show exactly to that point. But I still have to ride with the offensive line.
Good on you. I did not think you were going to do this on your hater. I thought you were going to be on a hater vibe and not take the Birds. So I'm going to have to take the Lions.
Makes sense.
I mean, I can't do anything else. But like, damn, cuz. I didn't think he was going to take the Eagles O-line. I'm going to have to tip my cap for that. I'm going to tip my cap for this draft, though. I would like to say my offense might be a little better, but yo, I see what you did here.
Well, so for
Like this is a tasteful. I don't know about CD. CD's a dog. CD's a dog. She's a dog. She's a dog. I'm just saying.
I could have went Tyreek.
Give Tyreek that workload. Give Jamar that workload. But nah, that's a tasteful.
So
offense.
just for clip purposes, we'll do just going over the offense for the both of us now. For me, Lamar Jackson at quarterback, then CMC, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Travis Kelce is the tight end in the Eagles' offensive line. And you went Patrick Mahomes, Nick Chubb, AJ Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Jamar Chase with Mark Andrews and the Lions' offensive line. Those are the two offenses there. Okay, let's go to the defense.
I personally think my offense is better, but I'll let the chat decide.
Like I didn't write this in here because I didn't want you to see
I thought you said
this
it.
is so simple. The best defensive line in the league. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Oh, he's saying the Giants.
The New York Giants defensive
guy's
line.
weird,
I mean,
bro.
what are we talking about?
It's actually weird.
Dexter Lawrence, Kevon Thibodeau, and Brian Burns? What are we doing? Ooh. Oh, you're gonna do the LeBron meme? Wow. Okay. I mean, it's right. It is. It's the best defensive line in the league.
Mm-hmm. It's not the best defensive line in New York.
That's crazy. But
Quentin Williams, Hassan Reddick, Jermaine Johnson. We tweaking? I'm taking that over that.
I'm taking the New York Giants over the Jets offensive line. Defensive line. Come on.
Tweaking. It's okay.
That's mine.
So you take the Giants. Okay,
I'm taking
cool.
the Giants.
I'll take the Jets. I'll take the Jets. I'll take the Jets line.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're tweaking. But we can keep pushing.
Fred Warner.
Good pick.
I wrote it down. 125 tackles, 4 interceptions.
Great pick.
4 forced fumbles.
Great pick. I was hoping you were lacking here. I was hoping you were falling asleep here. Fuck. I'm gonna have to take Roquan Smith. That's a fine number 2. Roquan all day. I think on some days Roquan might be over Fred, but it depends what you value in the linebacker position. Just if you want a little bit more of a bruiser in there. I want a little more attitude in my defense. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if
I need Roquan talking shit in that motherfucker.
I don't know if people are gonna like this one, but Demario Davis.
Ooh, good pick.
I know he's 35 years
old as dick.
35 years old,
yeah.
but he's on 7 straight seasons of 100 combined tackles. That's pretty remarkable stuff from the 35-year-old linebacker. So I'm taking that. That's Fred Warner and Demario Davis there.
See, now I'm at a crossroads because I'm thinking like I want to do. I'm gonna take Matt Milano here off the injury because I was going to do Patrick Queen, but there's a lot of noise coming out that he was only moving this type of way because of some type of guys who's playing around. I disagree.
The Steelers Cup, they didn't like.
I disagree. I'm gonna say he's a dog, but I'll go with Matt Milano here off the injury. When he was healthy with the Bills, this guy was a fucking dog and so much praise. Went down to injury last year. Haven't heard a lot about him, but I know for a fact this year, like I'm pretty sure he was PFF grade like top 3 linebacker the year before last year. Would be remiss if he's not top 3, top 4 again this year. Let me get Matt Milano. Matt Milano, Roquan Smith, that's a little bit of a dog duo. Can't lie.
I think you're going to like my cornerbacks here. First one, easy off the bat, Sauce Gardner. Has to be.
Fuck you, bro. Like, it has to be.
But I'm going to tell you, I'm giving you a large group of people to choose from after I choose my second one. You're going to have a lot of people to choose from after my second pick.
You're just tweaking. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm just saying there's guys that it's arguable that I'm taking this pick, but
all right. Well, I'll take Pat Surtain.
Okay,
as my corner one.
As your corner one. All right. Deontay Banks is my cornerback too. That's not. What do you mean? Well, I mean, how are we? There's nothing to laugh.
Yo,
about.
do you want to win the game, bro?
What do you mean?
Do you want to win the game, bro?
There's nothing to laugh about that. Bro. Deontay Banks is a great quarterback too for this team.
There's a lot of corners on the board here.
Yep, there is plenty of corners on the board, and I know who I'm taking. Right there, that guy.
All right, chat. We got the Giants D-line. Deontay Banks. Yep. I ain't mad at you. I think you
chemistry's going insane right now.
I think you had to do it I think you had to do it at some point. And if you did it on the offense, that would have been nasty work. Anyone in the offense would have been nasty work.
I wouldn't.
Like if you would have tried to put in like neighbors in your slot, like that would have been nasty. That would have been nasty work. All right. See, like I want to take Javarius Ward. But like I'm gonna do a little bit of a favorite pick. Like I'm gonna take Jair Alexander. I just love Jair. Talks a lot of shit. I can put in multiple coverages. There's probably 2 better picks here, but I think Pat and Jair, like there might be a little bit of attitude with. I like that. I think mixing them together is gonna be something serious.
I think you're gonna like this pick as well.
Don't take my slot corner, bro.
I am Brian Branch.
Okay, good pick. Great pick. You didn't take it, but great pick. Like actually excellent pick. Taste. Great pick. I couldn't agree more. And if any of you fuckers on TikTok disagree, you do not know ball. Point blank, period. We'll see after the season. We saw it last season.
We saw it last year. We saw enough.
Great pick. I can't disagree with that. I'm gonna go Trent McDuffie.
Okay, I was figuring.
I thought you were gonna take McDuffie.
I was figuring it was
I'm gonna go McDuffie, and that's why I wasn't stressing about passing on a couple guys in the cornerback too. Because I mean, this is the crazy light skin trio. Like talk about they might be bringing back the OVO for Drake. Like this light skin trio, Jair Surtain and fucking Trent McDuffie. I think we're locking out anybody, especially your three. I mean, let's look at these matchups. Let's look at these matchups.
Okay, so
I would have
your cornerback one.
So I'm putting Pat on JJ, yeah, and I'm gonna put Jair on CD because there's conference familiarity there,
and then you're gonna put McDuffie on St. Brown.
Oh my god,
I like us.
I got Sauce on AJ all day.
And then who's on Deontay Banks?
Tyreek Hill.
Bro, come on.
All you gotta do, it's all you
And
gotta
then
do is go routes.
Who's getting to
All
my
you gotta do is go routes.
getting to my quarterback?
All you're gonna do is
Who is getting to my quarterback on your D line?
Thibodeau, Dexter Lawrence,
No,
Ryan Branch.
no,
Be for real.
No, not to Pat Mahomes. They can't get to Jalen
Dexter
Hurts.
Lawrence is gonna take both of them
y'all do
and
play
throw them to
Jalen
the
Hurts well.
ground.
Let me not slant that hard. Y'all do play Jalen Hurts well. Y'all do get to
Come
Jalen
on.
Hurts a little bit. All right, we can keep it pushing. We definitely. I mean, we are abusing Demario Davis. Abusing.
Probably.
35 is crazy, but we can keep pushing. 35 is crazy. You good for you though. Like there's some tasteful picks in there.
I think people are going to disagree because of his age, but a lot of people have been
Baller.
saying that, and he's still being able to
Yeah,
produce. So, okay. Free safety, Derwin James is the next.
Very tasteful, good pick on you, bro. Like I'm trying to hate, bro. Like you go Brian Burns, Derwin, bro.
Also, I think you're again. I should be saying this, but I think I'm giving you some options for my strong.
Yeah, like so. I thought you were gonna go like Jesse, and Jesse Bates to me is.
I could have gone him second.
Jesse Bates to me is free safety too. No cap. I think because of the age too. I think Antoine Winfield's the best safety in the league. I'll go Antoine Winfield. I mean, he's proved it time and time again. He's probably not going to slow down. I mean, the kid's 25 fucking years old. I think he'll probably be the best free safety in the league for a while. So I'll go Antoine Winfield there.
Okay. My strong's going to be.
Don't do it, bro.
Xavier McKinney.
Okay.
Now,
So you went Homer, and yeah, that's why y'all gonna get cooked.
No, because I mean,
Actually,
from
no,
a
I can't-
durability standpoint, this is a guy that played
not that
every
bad. Yeah, that's not that
single
bad.
defensive snap last season for the New York Giants. It's a great pickup for the Packers, and it's a great spot to be in for me.
Xavier McKinney's not that bad.
He's not bad at all.
No, but I'm just saying as far as taking him over certain people.
100%.
Deontay Banks,
I'm telling you,
Giants D-line was crazy.
I don't know about that.
Wild. I'm going to go. So my strong safety, I'm going to go Kyle Hamilton. You had to know that was coming. That was like if I couldn't get him on my team, I probably would have chalked it. But wait, we didn't even go over my defense. I might have forgot. But if you look at, hold on, Jets D-line, and I have Kyle Hamilton that can blitz off the edge. I got Roquan Smith holding it down. Matt Milano that can cover Roquan's ass in coverage. I got Pat Jair, Trent McDuffie. I don't know if your team could fuck with me, bro. Wait, let's do coaches too. Let's do coaches and kickers.
Okay. I'm still. You're gonna hate my kicker.
Are you taking the Giant? Are you taking what are you about to do here, bro?
I would end up taking Cram Cano.
I mean, that's not a bad pick.
That's a
Legend.
great pick.
Legend. I'm taking Jake the Snake. So
Okay, yeah. So
all right,
we
didn't have to do
so you got the
that.
kicker.
We could actually. So coaches might be interesting. We'll do coaches.
Shit. I don't know who I'm gonna do for coaches. We'll get to that. Oh shit. We already have.
We're at coaches.
Shit. Like, do I just be? I think I'm gonna do it. Actually, I think I'm gonna go Kevin Stefanski.
Great pick.
This guy that was a part of a coaching staff that had arguably the best defense in the league, and for some of my guys that you could argue that are a little bit questionable, like to have a defensive minded guy.
Great pick. Oh man, this is gonna hurt, bro. Like I'm all right. So like, I'm gonna take Matt LaFleur. I really wanted to take D'Amico Ryans. But Matt LaFleur has just proven it too many times, time and time again. And just we all thought, me included, it was a lot of Aaron Rodgers going on when he was the coach. But being able to obviously deal with Aaron Rodgers, and then had a little bit of a good bit of roster turnover with some wide receivers, and especially on the defense when Aaron Rodgers was the quarterback, and then take this young team like he did last year and coach them through the way he did. Matt LaFleur's giving me easy top 5 vibes, and I think he might be because Stefanski was in that coaching staff with the Redskins back in the day with Commanders. It was him, Stefanski, McVay. Pretty sure Slowick was in there. Damn. But I think when it's all said and done, he might be the best of that crop. That's my hot take. So I'm going to go with LaFleur.
I also was almost thinking of like Dan Campbell too, possibly just for the aggressive factor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, passing on Dan Campbell might have been crazy. But I would take the pedigree with LaFleur. And like Stefanski's pedigree too. But I think Stefanski was a good pick.
So both teams, I have on the offense Lamar Jackson, Christian McCaffrey, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Travis Kelce, Eagles offensive line. With the Giants defensive line, Fred Warner, Demario Davis, Sauce Gardner, and Deonte Banks. And then my slot corner, Brian Branch, with Derwin James and Xavier McKinney picking up the rear. And then you went Mahomes, Nick Chubb, A.J. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Jamar Chase, Mark Andrews, Lions offensive line. With the Jets defensive line, Roquan Smith, Matt Milano. Who was the first corner? Pat Surtain, Jair, Trent McDuffie, and then
Antoine and Kyle.
Antoine Winfield and Kyle Hamilton. Sure. And then kickers were Giants kicker for me, Eagles kicker.
Snake, baby.
For you. And then Kevin Stefanski and Matt LaFleur. Pretty solid teams. I wish, I've seen a couple of these trends.
I'm gonna put the diagram together. I'm gonna put the diagram together. So when I see it on paper, I think you got some mismatches out there.
Well, what would be cool?
We are abusing Deonte Banks.
Well,
and we're abusing that D line.
I've seen some of these trends on TikTok where they pick teams, and then I wish I had the new Madden.
You could sim it
because you can sim it and see what it's like. I wish there was something like that to see.
Yeah.
But I haven't done that. Also, speaking of games like that, NCAA is out on Friday.
I think it's out now.
Well, it is to people that pre-ordered it, but I didn't do
that's
any
how
of that.
I saw people playing it. Okay. Did you cop? Are you copping?
I am probably gonna cop just because you kind of have to,
Yeah, I'm not copping it.
I never was. I didn't really play 14. I wasn't a PS3 player back then. And it wasn't on Xbox, was it? I don't think.
I played so many. I played so many sports games coming up, bro. Just broken so much shit.
I also this.
Someone has NCAA in their crib and I come over, you will get fried. I'm always informed, but fuck, bro. I don't know if I can get on that shit. If it's good though, if it's really lit like that, I might have to get on it.
Well, building your franchise, picking a school.
You can go co-op online, right?
I think so.
That to me is the most fun shit.
If you had to pick a school to franchise in NCAA 25, who would you pick? Because they're trying to say pick a school that you'd want to go in there and help. Not taking a Washington or a Bama.
Bro,
or something
so
like
many
that.
teams I pick. Oh, I probably load up in the game. I probably just pick Temple, knock down half the buildings, build a new stadium. Let's go. Georgia Bulldog recruit mentality. We really will bring back Philly mentality to that school. That's probably what.
That's kind of tough.
Second on the short list would probably be Hawaii.
I said I'd want to take
Warriors to the title.
I said I want to take a school like ASU.
Yeah. That's
after just
too.
watching beatdown after beatdown, UCLA, USC with Caleb Williams there, get them back on the map.
Can you pick HBCU? Can you pick Jackson State?
I wonder if you could. I'm not positive.
After Hawaii, I'd pick a Jackson State or a HBCU. That's probably what I would do. Do some shit like that. But you gotta take Temple to the crib and you gotta take the Rainbow Warriors to the crib. That's a college football special.
UCF too. Just
UCF would be tough.
Get them an actual chip instead.
Nah, I used to go to UCF and I do the Road to Glory. No cap. I would go to UCF all the time. I fuck UCF. They were good back in the day, low key. So I was kind of dick riding, but it is what it is.
All right, there's our draft. There's NCAA. All right, let's compare some of these rosters, I should say. So, do you want to do the receiver matchup with the corner, or you want to just go receiver to receiver?
No, it's receiver core.
Receiver core. All right, so I have Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and Amon-Ra St. Brown as my 3 receivers. And you have A.J. Brown, Tyreek Hill, and Jamar Chase.
Wait, damn. Nah, I'm taking mine still. You're that when I hear yours again, it's kind of crazy though. Justin Jefferson with CD and then Amon-Ra in the slot is kind of wild because Amon-Ra just naturally lines up in the slot anyway. I feel like Amon-Ra is more of a natural slot than Jamar Chase is. But I'm gonna still take mine because there's too much game breaking ability. But I do actually now hearing it again, Amon-Ra in the slot might be the X factor of your wide receiver core.
I think also you have.
I think chat might fuck with you actually.
But you also have the speed from Tyreek, and then you have the versatility and the vertical of just tossing it up to
You know
AJ.
what they're gonna say about AJ? They're gonna say that's a reach.
Yeah,
I
probably.
disagree. Like hard. Even if I wasn't an Eagles fan, but like I know they're gonna say AJ was a reach.
And then Jamar is like, I wanted to pick Jamar there too, but
Yeah, like I kind of had to pick Jamar. I wish I kind of took Cooper Kupp for the tasteful pick.
I think I kind of like the Jamar spot better, especially
Over
with
Cooper?
Joey B. And like we're gonna see some different type of Jamar.
And like
this year with the full season.
Jamar looked like if Jamar wasn't as insanely talented as he was, he probably would be a slot. You know what I mean? He has a build. He's quick like that. He likes those type of routes. Yeah. I'll get the edge to mine. But I think chat might fuck with you though.
Jamar might be one of my, go-to looks for fantasy this year, just because Joey B's back for an entire season. Like I really am just excited to see the numbers he can put up.
Division anyway.
Yeah, like good shot for that division too. Okay, and then we'll go to what?
Linebackers and DBs?
Linebackers and DBs. So I got Fred Warner and Demario Davis, and you have Roquan Smith and Matt Milano.
I might have to take yours just because they've shown more recently. We haven't seen Milano in a little bit. But Milano at his best, and then Roquan at his best, obviously it's a different story. But like Demario Davis is 36, so if we were like Demario Davis at his best, I mean, fuck, we could go back a fucking decade. So I probably would actually take your linebacking core over mine.
And I mean, I just hope that I had first pick to go Fred Warner. That's literally what it was.
Yeah.
And then
Fred Warner's too much of a G.
Corners, I went Sauce Gardner, Deontay Banks, which everybody can get on me for that. But
yeah, it's over. You lost there, bro. Is he the best corner in the NFC East?
Deontay Banks? Who are you going to say from the...
I mean, there's a lot of names. There's a lot of names you could throw out there. You could throw out at least 2 from the Cowboys. You could throw out 1 from the Birds.
I'm still taking Deontay Banks. Like, is it a homer pick? 100%.
Over anyone?
You can argue it. But you can argue it. At least in the NFC East, you can argue it. Now, is that a little bit of a stretch if I had all these cornerbacks on the board? 110%. But, like, I think there has to be a little bit more respect put on Deontay Banks' name. Like,
we'll see this year, bro.
We will see this year.
We'll see this year. My fault, Deontay. And I got Pat, Jair. And then my slot is Trent McDuffie. And then I have Antoine and Kyle Henderson.
I forgot to even say, too, my slot corner is Brian Branch, which is a solid pick, too.
Very tasteful pick. You fucked your DBs up with Giants, guys. No draw. I think there's no way you could take your DBs over mine. I think my DBs could walk anywhere, any era.
Yeah, you're definitely your safeties. Just because I went McKinney there, but I still think that's a solid pick. It's a great.
We're solid versus the run. We're very your safeties are very solid versus the run. I'll say that for sure. I think we might. My offense probably would dot this all defense up. It'd probably be like 48. I got 48-34 final score. Just can't stop us. I have Patrick, bro. And then we can, bro.
I got the MVP.
Well said. Well said. If you took Pat, I would have took Lamar. Because I just thought you was taking Pat at first.
Would you have gone if
I would have taken the Josh Allen hate.
If I took Mahomes, would you have gone?
I would have went Lamar.
If you weren't going to go to Lamar, would you have gone Josh Allen or
Joe
Burrow?
If it was not Lamar?
Not Lamar.
I was going to go Herbert.
Really?
You know who I am, bro.
Really?
You know who I am, bro.
Really?
You know who I am, bro.
Speaking of quarterbacks, though, in a fantasy draft, I'm going to, at least a partial strategy that I think I'm going for this year. Again, I'm doing one of my leagues is an auction draft. So one of the guys I'm going to be looking to bid heavy on, at least in the quarterback standpoint, depending on when these guys want to start auctioning off quarterbacks, I'm not going to be putting out quarterbacks early. My strategy is usually to go like kickers and defense, see if people can waste some money. I want to do, I really want to try to put a lot of my money on Jordan Love. I would love, especially in an auction where it's tougher because you're not going down the, in a snake draft to pick. I really would like to try to get my hands on Jordan Love for my pick this year.
I think you could get
as my quarterback.
I think you could get a great quarterback for $1, and his name is Kyler Murray.
Really? Mm-hmm. Is that just because of Marvin Harrison? Or do you think we're just going to see a newer Kyler Murray?
The connection with McBride last year.
That's very true. He actually was my backup tight end last year.
Kyler Murray, I think refreshed. We saw kind of at the end of last year. I think Kyler Murray is going to have a good fantasy year. I don't, especially with the with his dimension with his legs. I'm not saying anything about the Cardinals because it's almost fucked them guys until we get a new coach in there. But I think as far as fantasy sleepers, and like an auction draft where a guy you get for a fucking dollar, probably late as fuck. I think Kyle Murray would be a good one. Jordan Love would be awesome if you could get him. I even think Stafford would be awesome. Like just as far as pure numbers. Cooper healthy, you know what I mean? Puka coming back.
Yep.
Let me think of who else would be really good. You know who we were talking about. Get a jersey.
Yeah.
He'd probably be really good for fantasy, bro. Especially auction.
And I think what I may want to do in terms of a strategy play to try to...
Damn, we kind of... Like, ops might be listening, bro.
Well, you start with, like, for an auction draft, most times it's you start with $200 or $250, something like that. And I think most of the years in my drafts, being a Giants fan, with Saquon Barkley on the Giants, you know, my goal was just to pick him because he was the best player on the field and, you know, he was going to produce no matter what. I think this year for my strategy, I like to put players out there that I don't want, but they're good, so people put a lot more money and just bid them up. Like last year, I remember throwing CeeDee Lamb up there. I didn't think he was going to have a year as good as he did. I thought it was going to be good, but not that good. And trying to get people to spend, you know, $40-$50 for him when he's valued at, you know, 43, 44, try to get him up to 50, 52, something like that. So I think I want to, you know, auction up Saquon because I'm doing a draft with a lot of Eagles fans and just try to get them on that factor of, oh, there's going to be no...
Just put out like 60 rip.
No, you know, no tush push. Yeah, 60 would be crazy. No tush push, you know, less on the tush push. He's going to get some touchdowns this year.
Bro, I guarantee you,
Let the Eagles fans take the bait.
If you do like 55, there's someone that would be like just so pissed that you did it and be like, I got to take him. Bro, I promise you. Especially because like the year and like it's pretty much dominant Eagles draft. Eagles fan draft.
Some of these guys are Penn State guys too.
Oh,
like just use again. It's like auction drafts is like kind of like you're playing a little bit of poker.
Yeah, you might have to really be the one to draw. Yeah, 55 Saquon.
Like just imagine what the link is going to look like in that home opener after the Brazil game. You know, I think it's week 3 when they're back home.
I'm
like,
trying to go.
Just take a notice and take a note of how many Penn State white Saquon Barkley jerseys there's going to be in that crowd.
We should do a video.
Down at the link,
bro.
For the home opener
game and do a video. That'd be probably so fire. It'd be the first home game because I think we play. I think it's week 2. First game back from Brazil. Yeah, I think we probably need to go to that game for sure.
And there's gonna be a lot of Kelly Green jerseys.
Can you get? I don't think. I think is football the weirdest one with the camera? Not college, but NFL. Have you tried it before?
I haven't tried it before.
I got the DJI in there, easy.
College was pretty simple, just because it was big stadium.
They didn't care.
Yeah, you just walked in like we were holding it like a. I mean, you can go into games with a camera, like, because as they're not in. Their intentions are that you're not going to be like recording, like you're going to be taking pictures. So I mean, I think if you walk in with it like that, it's fine.
Say less. Yeah, I think that might be the game. Fucking
put the DJI mics on
Kirk Cousins in the link. Monday night primetime Kirk. We might see a fucking.
I also would like to do like
Bijan.
Well, because I'll tell you, I've never been to a game at the link, an Eagles game at the link. Wow. Well, that's just because like I don't really want to go there, and especially
I know. I just think like maybe like at one time we would have went to a Giants game at the link. Like never.
Well, because I just know I'm going to get harassed and the Giants are going to lose, so I have no upper hand there.
No, I think it wouldn't be that bad. I feel like you wouldn't go without Birds fans.
I would not go without Birds fans.
Yeah,
for sure.
Well, I don't think it'd be that bad. I could be wrong though, bro, but I don't think it'd be that bad. If I was there,
but I would like.
We're not doing that if I'm in the crowd for sure.
That's facts, but I would also like to experience like, you know, these guys get in the parking lot at 6, 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Tailgate for the 1.
People be forgetting
like,
people be forgetting you was born in New York. I be forgetting that. Like, cause I be busting your balls. I'm like, wait, this motherfucker was born in New York.
Yeah. I mean, but like also like I easily could have grown up an Eagles fan and all this kind of stuff because my mom's from here. But like we had season tickets to the Giants. When I was a little kid, I had Yankee gear on and
if I was
going to Giants games.
If I was in your shoes, I probably would have picked my dad's team.
Yeah. I mean, it was just
it's just like a thing. Like, you know what I mean?
And then just the sad part is, like, I was just like, I was young. I was in 5th grade when they got the first Super Bowl.
Wait, doesn't your sister like the Phillies?
She's kind of like neutral. Like, if we go to a Phillies game, she'll cheer for the Phillies. If we go to the Yankees game, she'll cheer for the Yankees. But, like, I was young when those Super Bowls came. Like, I would like to get it.
It's never coming back, bro.
I would like, but even just a championship. Like you guys got 2017 again. We were what, like 18.
Did
19?
you hear your front office on Hard Knocks?
First of all, can we talk
It's
about that?
never
I
happening.
actually need to say something.
It's never happening, bro. Just give it up.
I mean, a lot of people are talking about Hard Knocks because I'm enjoying it. A lot of people are talking about Hard Knocks and what Joe Shane kind of said about Saquon. That's getting put on blast.
He's an airhead.
You know, you have Philadelphia sports like reporters talking about, you know, when the clip comes out of Joe basically thanking Saquon, telling him to test the market to see what his value is, taking that as like, oh, you know, it's not you, it's not me. That was the quote that Don Bell on CBS said, sports reporter, Philadelphia. It's not you, it's me. It's like a bad breakup. Like, okay, but he also said, you know, he's not going to offer him that money, and he just did it last year, and he didn't accept it. So like, it's not that it's a bad breakup. It's not. You heard him say he didn't want to pay a quarterback $30 million, $40 million, and then hand it off to a $12 million running back. He said he didn't want to do that. Like,
Brain damage.
what is the? I don't know why this is all up in arms now.
Did you just hear what you just said?
But this could have been last year.
Like that's
this,
what we're, but like
had the same conversation last year.
But like that's what we're doing. Like that's what we're doing. Like because like it's just funny to me. Only reason what he said to Saquon on the phone, I don't really care about that. I'm just laughing at the conversation when they're all sitting in that room and they're talking about like that, like a $40 million quarterback handing off to a whatever. I'm like, bro, you're in division rival that like pretty much the whole division's trying to strive after. Just like laughed at y'all and said, all right, well, like, we'll like what? Like we'll do it. Like our quarterback's worth like $50 million. Like what the fuck? Like,
yeah, but the other thing too,
like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like
at least for
that.
Eagles, it's
like
different.
I think they were pretty brain dead. Like I don't know, but at the same time, it's like. Are the Giants there, bro? The Giants aren't there.
It's different for the
but
Eagles
their
to say that.
reasoning to me was just like, I get it though. Like I get it. Like I don't think if I'm a Giants fan and that shit came out, like I mean I don't know. I kind of would think he's an airhead, but like I understand it from a business standpoint. But I think they kind of, you know how I feel about football. I think they went like too business, but y'all aren't there yet, and I get it. Understandable. But like with that roster, with that mix of DJ and Saquon, you can't make the argument devil's advocate that y'all were just in the playoffs not too long ago. So like that's kind of for me where I'm like, he's going business like this. Like, bro, this combination was just in the you know what I'm saying?
But
and like I think everyone there is fighting for their job. Coach, GM,
100%.
president. That's why I'm like,
I mean, and at least you
really?
could say
like
maybe not so much Joe, because I am very pleased with Joe and what they've been able to put together. Because before that, it wasn't
fair
anything.
enough. No, better coach, better team.
I do like the standpoint, at least personally, where I stand with Brian Dable. I think he is getting put on the hot seat where if there's not at least progress and a little bit of hint of success this year, then they might get him out of there. But like,
get loud.
I think it's going to be tough for Joe because remember, both of those guys came from Buffalo. I think is that going to be, you know, hey, I know we're friends and we're boys and we're both on the same team before. But, you know, it's a business, got to kind of get rid of you. Like, I don't know how that conversation is going to go if it does get to that point. But at least I would say for the Eagles standpoint, like, the Giants could use that $12 million that they were going to, or $13 million that they were going to give to Saquon in a way better, you know, they have many more needs to take care of other than the Eagles, where, like, that money could go elsewhere.
Nah, I mean, that money is literally getting shit for us. That money is accounted for you. I'm just saying, bro, like, I don't know. It's just a heartbreaking thing. If I was a little bit of a Giants fan homer, I'd be a little upset. But
I was upset to lose Saquon for sure, but I've been saying we knew they weren't going to pay him.
Yeah.
Now the one thing that is a little bit, you know, I guess it doesn't sit totally right with me is how everyone's saying, you know, they're laughing about that same clip where Joe's kind of saying goodbye, and then he's saying, you know, thank you, this and this, and then he asks him, you know, will you come back to us, you know, and give us a chance to match the offer, and he says, you know, like I told you, I want to be a Giant for life. So he's basically saying like he will, but he won't. And then he never really did come back and let the Giants match that offer. Again, they weren't going to match the offer. Like, they weren't going to match the offer. But like, I mean, come on. Didn't you like? You didn't even give the team that you said you want to be a Giant for life for. You didn't give them a chance to match.
Nah.
Like.
Nah.
So then why say you want to be a Giant for life if you didn't give him a chance to match? I mean, that's.
He might not have think.
You put it that simple.
He might not have thought Jeffrey Lurie was going to swoop in like that. Next day, like a Tinder date.
I thought
came in that John.
I thought the Texans were going to grab him.
Yeah, I didn't think he thought Jeffrey Lurie was going to be like, hey, Italian or Mexican food, I could pick you up at 7:30.
And it also sounds like, at least from Hard Knocks right now, it does sound.
I don't think the Eagles was on anybody's radar except for.
No, I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? Like the way it kind of went down. So maybe if he got offers elsewhere, he probably would have. I don't know. I'm just speculating, but I think the Eagles was like too perfect for the money they were giving him. Like, bro,
It does also sound
You know what
like
I mean?
from Hard Knocks, at least from the lingo that Joe's kind of speaking on, is that, this is kind of a, dare I say, do or die for Daniel Jones. It kind of sounded like, we either got to see him
like that. But like, do you see what I'm saying? So like, if we're banking on Daniel Jones, we're gonna not take away his run game, but the run game was hard enough for Saquon. I just don't know, bro. I think, and we've seen Daniel Jones when he doesn't have a run game.
But it's more.
I record podcasts.
I think it's
know
more
what I mean?
On the fact of, they gave him the big contract, guaranteed a shitload of money to him. And 160, 40 million a year, 80 guaranteed. Like, they gave him a lot of money, and he got hurt last year.
They're pretty pleased with him aside from injury. I mean,
But they just saw a lights out QB class, and they have to think, if this is not it this year, then we have to get a quarterback. We have to move. So that's the situation where I'm in, and you can hear the lingo from Joe. Obviously, Daniel Jones is seeing this. Like, he's getting wind of this, that this was broadcasted on Hard Knocks. He can see this. Like, it's putting in a little bit more pressure on him to actually perform. And if not, then, like, I hate to say it, but like, then the Giants are going to have to, they're probably going to be in the same spot that they were this year, at the number 6 spot,
That's
number
like my
5
whole
spot.
thing.
And then you got to go waste another top 5, top 10 pick on a quarterback. Like, that's the other thing that I don't want to see. Oh, God.
Yo, could you imagine? Prime?
DM would let him do that because of the market.
Yeah, bro. I mean, like, he would fuck. I'm
Well,
pretty
'cause,
sure
he made a list of teams
and
that
he
he
probably
wouldn't let him
seemed like a
go
guy. I think Prime would fuck with Dable. I think he would.
I think, even regardless of that, I think,
Malik Neighbors.
I think DM would be okay with it, just because, like, he could say that the team
QB
sucks.
coach.
Like, he would let him just go there because he's going to get a lot of media attention.
Fuck
because it's
yeah.
New York.
Quarterbacks coach. Fuck yeah. I don't know how. I think Shador's gonna be high up there though next year. Y'all did love Drake May. He probably was talking.
That was crazy.
He probably was talking to Drake May, and he was like, "Bro, I could just be drafting this fucker right now, but we want to be talking about paying Daniel Jones." That's probably, honestly, if there's any rift in their relationship, it's probably definitely Daniel Jones.
Jaden
That's probably the bid to actually think about. It's probably the most your highest paid player. Probably if there's anything like, which I think coming from Buffalo's probably they're probably in sync. But if there's anything that's like a breach of synergy, it's probably definitely the quarterback. I feel like
It looked like they liked Jaden Daniels in those meetings that they had with.
Yeah, I didn't, bro. I hate people who try to like overly break down X's and O's, because like they will have him repeat the play back to him, like he fucked up a play, a word in the play, which like. Well, first of all, it's what happened for a lot of quarterbacks throughout camp. Like they will, like, so in the rookie room, like it's probably not that big of a deal, but you go on the internet, do what y'all want to do on the internet. Then he asked him like, "What do we do versus coverage?" And he's like, "Throw a touchdown." Like, should he have known exactly what to do in the situation? Like, probably, bro. But the fact that the kid had like instead of like, because you'll sit in a room with people where it's like, "Oh, I don't know the answer to this." Like, "Fuck, do I do this?" And guess something, and he's just like, "Bro, I don't know. If I don't know what to do, I'll just fucking make a play." Like, you want guys like, you know what I mean? Like, you genuinely want guys like that. So I saw people hating on that and like, "Oh, he missed the read on this, and if it's cover one, he should be looking for the." Shut the. You probably were ass, bro. Like, I can't stand people on the internet like that, bro. Like,
Well, it was also,
obviously it's like not that serious. They want to see where he's at mentally. If he's that high up mentally, perfect. If he's not, but he has confidence, cool.
I like seeing the Malik Neighbors as well, because it sounded like Joe was a little bit shaky on how he kind of takes not getting the ball early.
I mean, Joe sounds like a pussy to me, but that's just.
But in terms of, they were looking at
Yeah,
the
no, I
fact
know
of,
what you
like,
mean.
attitude.
But Joe just seemed like a little bit of a pussy to me.
So
I fuck with you, bro, but you seem like a little
just
bit
like
of a.
how he was saying, we want to ask him that. So they did ask him, like,
Yeah.
how do you take, like, not getting the ball early on in the game? And he's like, if I'm putting my work in all week with the first team, I want to be getting those reps out on the field. I just don't want to be doing cardio, basically. And then they asked him, like, how do you take losing? He's like, I hate losing more than I like winning. And I think that one quote kind of like just flipped Joe into like, we kind of need that fire. Like we need a guy like
Y'all
that.
got none of that. Y'all don't got none of that. Especially letting go of Saquon. Hope it was worth $12 million.
Yeah, I mean, beef up the offensive line in free agency.
I guess Brian Burns.
Beef up the offensive line of free agency so then they could
Deontay Banks.
get guys like, Brian Burns. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Deontay Banks.
Oh, shit.
And Malik Neighbors is going to make Cooper DeJean his little bitch. I can't wait to see it.
When's the last time y'all
Division title or beat them?
Yeah.
The last week of the season at MetLife. It's kind of a meaningless game, but it was nice to see the Giants just whoop ass, in their own building. Sterling Shepard's last game as a Giant, which he's now reunited with the Oklahoma talent Baker Mayfield.
No, not even on social. When's the last time I won a division? Like
years ago, dude.
OBJ's rookie year, right, with Eli, right? Because y'all made the playoffs that year.
Yeah, they did.
One of the Odell, I think it was like Victor Cruz, Odell. That team was kind of OP.
No, they didn't. I don't think. Division title was it when they won the Super Bowl 2011? NFC is 2011.
Wow, so they were a wild card team that year. Damn, bro. Over under 2027 and a half for the Giants' next division title. I'm taking the over. I think the Commanders get a division title before the Giants. Is that crazy? I think they actually do. I think the Commanders get.
Yeah, but think about it. Like it's something to say. I mean, Austin Eckler, Scary Terry,
Row the boat.
We got McCaffrey on there now.
Bro.
Jaden Daniels. Lost some pieces on the defensive line.
I mean, as long as it's Dak and Hurts, bro, nothing else is happening.
Look, but also,
so it had to be like in 2027, 2028, and that would have to depend on Daniel Jones. And I don't think Daniel Jones is panning out, bro.
But there's also some excitement for the Commanders because you look at a team like that, like
Probably
these past
cool.
few years, like they've
been cool.
But also, like, they've been frustrated because they're losing more than they're winning.
No,
like, they
like,
want to
cool,
win.
Like, cool, like ass.
There's
but like
a lot of attention
competitive, cool ass.
Where they can, kind of turn some things around, create some excitement in the locker room where, like, maybe we can kind of flip the switch a little bit.
Absolutely.
So, like, that's not an outlandish thing to say that the Commanders could get a division title before the Giants. I still like where the Giants defense stands, and hopefully this offensive line can give Daniel Jones some time because, we've been talking about it for so long. Here we go. Perfect. It got me right to this point. What did Joe Shane say on Hard Knocks too? He said, if you put Patrick Mahomes in front of this offensive line, he wouldn't even be able to get through this. Maybe that's a stretch, but it's not. We saw him in the Super Bowl. We saw him in the Super Bowl against Tampa.
Exactly. Literally worst case scenario. Best defensive line, best defense, legit worst offensive line. And it was not him, bro. If we caught the ball, it was not him, bro.
Right. I'm not saying it was not him, but also,
he's legit. He's still hitting people with the helmet, bro.
But we're still seeing him.
No.
As soon as he snaps,
I forgot about that quote. That was crazy. That was insane, bro. I forgot about that quote. That was crazy. Pat Mahomes is still balling.
But we're specifically talking about a pocket presence. There's no pocket presence.
Give Pat Mahomes the Colorado Buffs offensive line. He's still, bro. Did we watch the same football? You saw he beat us with a sprained ankle. The best defensive line that year with a sprained ankle. Literally ran through it. Ran through it. That motherfucker is a magician, bro. My fault, Pat. I'm never doing it again with you. Every year they do it with you, bro.
I'm done.
They do it with him every year, bro. And it's like that's why I get mad because it's the little shit. Like Pat Mahomes would even be able to. Like, yo, come on, G. You could have said C.J. Stroud. You could have said Jordan Love. You could have even said Jalen Hurts. I would have got mad, but you could have even said Jalen Hurts because he played against the best line his whole career. We gotta leave Pat alone, bro. Why do we have to keep saying his name like that?
I think
talking out of his name.
I feel like part of the times, at least for some of these quotes, it was getting ready to go to the to speak at the media.
He was coping heavy a lot, bro. He was coping.
But he's getting ready to speak to the media for the first time at the combine since all this Saquon. And his team is saying trying to gear him up for the questions that are going to be asked and how he's going to answer it. So I thought that was kind of cool to see. He and they edited it well where you can see him answering it to his team and then they cut it to how it's actually. So it was cool to see that, but also there was a dig that was there.
I think he was coping.
When he leaned to his PR. I don't know what his title is not PR or anything, and I don't want to
just right hand man, whatever.
And he's asking what you're going to say about Saquon, and they're going to take your body language as a kind of defeated way. They're going to take every little thing you do. So let's go over kind of what you're going to say about Saquon. And he says, well, he leans to him, and it's a dig, but he didn't actually say it. And he's like, well, we offered him all this money last year. He didn't take it. And he leans into him laughing. He's like, no, I'm not going to say that. I'm just kidding. But that was kind of a shot. And it also raises the question to me. I'm like, when he's watching this back, if he's watching it back, at times, can he say to himself, like, shit, I kind of forgot those cameras were there. Like, I kind of forgot I was mic'd up. Like, even in the phone call conversation when people are, like, shouting him for that. Like, did I forget? Like,
I don't think he forgot.
because now he's getting put on blast for some of these things that he said.
Because he said some wild shit.
I still stand. I don't stand. I'm
like,
not saying I stand with him and everything he said.
that is leadership
with what
personified.
we're
That's
doing.
leadership. Sometimes you gotta say wild shit and you gotta bring it to light, bro.
Dave Gettleman wasn't like this, so I'm standing by Joe. Okay.
Fair enough, bro.
Fair enough. All right, we're out of here.
Quick question.
Yep.
Mayor family. Is that any ties to bring him mayor?
No.
That's fucking wild.
That would have been wild.
I just saw that. I'm like, that's like, what the fuck?
All right. Yeah, having some fun with this NFL stuff. Going to keep it rolling. Get into some fantasy. We got to figure out some fantasy stuff that we want to do too.
Oh, we gotta make. Oh no, Dugan sent me the website for like the track and shit. We gotta
yeah?
get that pulled together. Yeah, we gotta get that pulled together.
Okay, word. Yeah, we'll definitely set that up. Announcements on fantasy coming shortly. We'll figure all that out. Golf videos. Make sure to check those out on All Day Golf, new golf channel, as well as our main channel as well. New video. And more videos to come. We're releasing a wine challenge very, very soon. So stay tuned for that. We'll see you on maybe end of the week. We'll figure some things out. We'll talk to you guys soon. You've been listening and watching to the All Day Everyday Show with All Day AJ and Manny Ruffin. Get back to the betting soon as well. Big Wimbledon for Carlitos.
Yeah, 60 views in 18 hours. Y'all run this shit up, bro. Fuck is y'all doing? Oh, I was.